Welcome, everyone, to GSR TV. It is time for our second Twin 40-lap A-Main with Jeff Barker sitting on the pole. The 26 of Trevor Huinker on the outside. The 31 of Eric Mueller starts inside row 2. Jason Mertes on the outside. Row 3 is Ryan Buhler and Chris Steele. The 94 is Rene Chartrand. The 06 of Leo Pina. The 3 of Rob Mueller. The 29 of Tom Leick. The 93 of Kyle Morris. The 8 of Anthony Reason. And the 62 Ultimate Race Cars House Car Jeff Steenbergen. Just about set to go green here in our second Twin 40-lap A-Main. Green flag is out. Barker doesn't get a very good start. Huinker jumps out to the early lead by about a half a car length. Buhler looks to the inside of Mueller down the front straightaway, and they touch down the back straightaway. And Buhler now sets sail into the third spot. It's Barker, Huinker, and Buhler. Buhler and Huinker make contact. Here's a good look at your third place starter, Eric Mueller, looking to the outside of Jason Mertes to the City Chevrolet. Rene Chartrand, the 94, just ahead. Off of turn 4, the field continues to come down with Mertes and Chartrand on the outside. They're side by side. Mueller makes contact with the outside wall and drops to the back of the field. Your points leader, the Rocket, Rob Mueller, the Mac Tools entry to the inside of Chartrand. They're 3 wide off of turn 4. About a third of the way through this one. 40 lap. Top 10 inverted at the start from the finish of the first 40 lap feature. Clean and green thus far, other than a couple of cars with some contact. Mertes making contact with Chartrand off of turn 4. At the start and finish stripe, Mueller looks to go side by side with Chartrand and gets the position. Here comes Kyle Morris in the 93 car to the inside of Chartrand now. The 93-94 door to door into turn 3. And off of turn 4, battle for the lead up front is still Barker and Ryan Buhler. Off of turn number 2, it looks like the Rocket heads off the launching pad and rolls over down the backstretch. And that's going to bring out our first yellow flag of this 40-lap Twin 2 on this Wednesday night at GSR. Race fans, if you like some of the racing action that you've seen so far, don't forget to join us each and every week at Get Some Racing. You can join us on Facebook, get more details, and join in the fun. Of course, we race on iRacing, but you can join us on Facebook at Get Some Racing League. And come race with us. We'd love to have you. Resetting the field, it is Jeff Barker and Ryan Buhler out in front here in this one. A couple of cars heading to pit lane. It looks like the Rocket, Rob Mueller, your points leader, has his top 5 streak going into tonight's Twins, trying to maintain at least another top 5 in tonight's second Twin 40-lap feature. Just about a lap and a half away from going back to green here on GSR TV. Thanks for joining us. And it looks like Tom Leick also on pit lane, just heading off of pit lane, trying to catch back up to the field. A couple of stragglers as we continue to go under caution here. Coming back to the green flag off of turn 4. Jeff Barker and Ryan Buhler lead them down to the green flag. And we are back to racing here at Lanier National Speedway at our second Twin 40-lap A-Main. And Jason Mertes makes some contact. And it looks like our second yellow flag going to come right out quickly in our second Twin of the evening. Fairly clean first Twin tonight. And the second Twin, a little bit more aggressive racing here, as we've seen in the middle to the back half of the pack here at Lanier National Speedway. Our shortest track of our season. Of course, last week we were at Knoxville with these UMP Modifieds on iRacing. You can join us again next week here on GSR. Off of turn 4, Barker, Buhler lead him down. Big Shooter gets a good start on the outside, and we are back to green here at Lanier National. Kyle Morris looks to the outside of Chris Steele. Anthony Reason comes to the bottom. 3 wide off of turn 2. Now into turn 3. Leo Pina trying to follow Morris and Huinker now. Off the 4th turn into turn 1 now. They make some contact. Steele and Leo Pina make some contact. Chartrand able to disable it. And we stay green. Good look at Chris Steele, Kyle Morris, Anthony Reason. Keep an eye on that 8 car. Anthony Reason started shotgun on the field, already halfway through this field as we're about just past the quarter mark. Hoinker to the outside, Morris to the bottom. Door to door. Off at turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, still side by side. Here's a good look at Pena and Steele side by side. With the Rocket, Rob Mueller working his way back through traffic inside his brother Eric Mueller to the outside in the Hop Farms entry. Pena, Steele, and Mueller running in the 5th, 6th, and 7th spot. 4th just ahead here at halfway. Mueller looks to the inside of Steele now. The Mac Tools entry. That pit crew did a great job getting that car straightened back out. A big push from Hoinker and Pena making some contact. Mueller takes advantage. Will shoot down the straightaway here at the start-finish line and take over the position. The Rocket, Rob Mueller, back out front. And Mueller goes around, and his brother has nowhere to go. And makes some contact. So the yellow flag is going to come out. So that is the 2nd yellow for your points leader. And some pretty heavy damage for both the 3 and the 31. Getting collected in that. I believe also the 21 of Jason Mertes collected.
You said 4th, and that's why I started. I didn't just ask him. Just making sure.
Anthony Reason,
I did nothing wrong.
that 8 car, started shotgun on the field up to the 4th spot.
10-4, my mistake there, buddy.
Jeff Barker still holding on to the 3rd position after starting from the pole. Your leader, the Napa Auto Parts entry, the big shooter, Ryan Buhler. Off of turn 4, Bueller takes a look, green flag back out. We are back underway here at GSR, the Twin 40-lap A-Main at Lanier National Speedway. Chris Steele trying to work the top side. Outside Jason Mertes and the Rocket, Rob Mueller. 3 wide into turn number 3. Still 3 wide off of turn 4. Mueller takes 2 positions. Trying to race his way back to the front. Big push from Pena and Barker. Barker is starting to drop through the field slightly here as Anthony Reason takes the lead around Ryan Buhler. Kyle Morris now running in the 3rd spot. Barker still in 4th, your pole sitter. Pena looking for 5th as the caution flag comes out and will revert back to the leader from the last lap. So Ryan Buhler will have to give up the lead and give it back to Anthony Reason. So Anthony Reason back on the pole, and we are back underway after a break of caution. Buhler and Reason up front. Barker makes some heavy contact with a wall. They're 4 wide off of turn 2 for the moment. Barker back underway, and we stay green.
You know there's someone below you, right, bro?
Coming up, about 5 laps to go here. Cautions do count in iRacing.
Yellow flag is out.
And a big wreck on the backstretch. And the yellow flag going to come back out, which is going to set up a green-white checkered finish for this 2nd Twin GSR feature at Lanier National.
They pounded their way to the so.
Kyle Morris was running in 2nd, has elected to park the car. Anthony Reason back in the lead. And a green flag back out. It's a green-white checkered finish. Reason, Pena, and Miller. Buhler into the mix. The 4-way battle for the top spot. Anthony Reason checks out by about 2 car lengths. Pena, Miller side by side off of turn 4. White flag is out. Can Anthony Reason pick up his first GSR checkered flag of the season? Can Pena pick it up? Buhler, Miller trying to pick up the pieces. Off of turn number 4, the final time, Anthony Reason will pick up his first GSR checkered flag. Leo Pina 2nd, the Rocket, Rob Mueller finishing in 3rd, and the big shooter, Ryan Buhler, finishing in 4th. That's our 2nd Twin 40-lap feature at GSR Racing.